Hey travelers, so today I have 5 questions that you should be asking your travel agent before you book with them. Let's get into it. All right, so the first question that you really should be asking your travel agent before you book with them is, what is their level of expertise or experience in this field? So first and foremost, do they actually know what they're doing? Have they booked a trip like this before? Have they actually gone on this trip or to this location that you're wanting to go to? All of these things are very important. Now, I will say that that second one doesn't necessarily make or break this experience with the travel agent, because they might have specific trainings or certifications to sell a location that they haven't been at. But it can definitely help benefit you if you know that they've been to this location, they've had personal experience there, they can give you recommendations and tell you exactly what to do. So that's very important to know up front. Do they actually have experience booking this type of, trip, or have they been there themselves? Now, along with that, it is very important to know if your travel agent or agency is certified. So if you're working with a travel agency that is not certified under the ASTA, which is the American Society of Travel Agents, you might want to reconsider who you're working with. So for instance, here at Third Wish Travel, we are certified under an ASTA through Wanderlust CEO, which is a well-known and respected travel school. We have our certification from them. We went through their masterclass so we could be great travel agents. But we also have certifications with other companies like Disney, Universal, AMR, and Norwegian Cruise Line, and the list goes on, right? We have a lot of different certifications through different suppliers that we can provide for you. But I will say that if we ever get a client that wants something in particular that maybe we aren't familiar with, or just we don't have the experience in that area, we will do our best to try and set you up with a travel agent or agency that can help provide those services for you. So for instance, if you want to go overseas somewhere and maybe we just don't specialize in that area, we have just a pool of travel agents that we're connected with. And so we can always get you in contact with someone who can help provide those services for you. And we want to do that for you because we just want to make sure that you have a great vacation. So yes, first and foremost, make sure that your travel agent is experienced, that they know what they're talking about, and that they are certified in this area. All right, question number 2. What will you do for me? So this is a great question to ask your travel agent. What are they going to do for you? What are they going to provide? And I will say that they should have their services shown on their website. If they don't have their services listed on the website, shame on them, but they should have that somewhere for you, or at least they should go over it with you before you book with them. So with these services, like say for instance, are they going to just book the trip for you and then leave you to do all the rest? Or are they going to maybe make you purchase materials or buy a book and you have to read that to know what to do, instead of them being the one that's basically the book that's providing all the information and insight for you? That's important to know up front, right? Are they going to do everything for you, or are they going to make you do everything? So ask that question. What are you actually going to do for me? What are your services? All right, third on the list, will you be available for me while I'm on vacation? This should be a yes. They should be available. Now, I understand that sometimes your travel agent might be on vacation themselves, and so they can't really be in contact with you. But a good travel agent should be available 24/7 if you're having any issues, if say there's cancellations or bad weather or something comes up. Maybe you're just in the Disney parks and you don't know what to do and you need some advice. They should be available to help you out on this. But it's a good question to ask. Will they be available for you to talk to if you need some help? And this really just comes down to trust. Have you built that relationship with your travel agent? Maybe you've just been emailing them or texting them. Have you actually talked to them face to face? Like, that's something we try and do here at Third Wish Travel, is have a Zoom call. And if we can't meet in person, we love to do a Zoom call so that way we can get to know you and just know what you want for this trip. But it just helps to build that trust. So do you have that with your travel agent, where you know that if you're, on vacation and something happens, you can call them if you need them? All right, so good question to ask. Are they available at all times for you? Okay, so the number 4 question to ask your travel agent is, do they have costs? And how do they get paid? So these are good questions to ask. I hope that you don't feel uncomfortable asking this question, because your travel agent should be very upfront with their costs and how they're getting paid. If they're being a little shady with that, then maybe you want to reconsider using someone else. But a good travel agent should be very upfront with their cost of what it's going to pay, what you might have to pay to use their services, or how they get paid in general. So the overall general way that travel agents do get paid is through commission, right? So if you book with a travel agent, they will get commission based off of that trip that you're going on, but they will not actually receive their commission until you go on that trip, right? So if you book a cruise, a year or 6 months, down the line, they're not going to receive any of that payment until you go on that trip. And if for whatever reason you don't go on the trip, maybe there's a cancellation or something happened, they won't make any money. So some travel agents will actually charge different fees. And so I'm going to go over some of those fees so that way, you're not shocked to hear about them if you ever are working with a travel agent that might charge a fee. So there is such a thing as research fees or planning fees that some travel agents will use. And really this is just to help give you options whenever you are booking with them. So if you don't really know what you want, a good travel agent should be making proposals for you, roughly 2 to 3, maybe 4 proposals, to make sure that you have options to choose from when booking your vacation at different price points, right? But that's time and effort on their end, so they might charge you a small fee to do that for you. Now, if you know exactly what you want and you got it written out to the letter, they shouldn't be charging you a research fee. If they're still charging you a fee to do research that you've already done on your end, that doesn't make sense. So use a travel agent that is not going to be just trying to get money from you, but is really trying to help you. Now, another thing that travel agents might have is a package fee. And this really is just their services that they're providing to you while you're under their care. Now, this goes back to question 2, what are they actually providing? Whatever they have listed out, they should have a accurate price point for that type of service. So they might have different packages depending on different locations or vacations, but by paying this, they are saying we will provide all these services to you. So when they go over what they're actually providing, you can determine whether or not you think it's valuable or worth it for you. If you just want them to press the button and book your trip and be done with it, that's on you. If you would love for them to basically walk you through everything and book everything for you and make sure that you got reservations and excursions and all of that down to the wire, then you might need to pay a fee for them, right? So these are things that should be stated up front. You should not be receiving a bill at the end of your trip not knowing that you were gonna have to pay this. If that happens, I'm so sorry you used a bad travel agent. So make sure that you are asking the question up front, what are your costs? How do you get paid? And what are your services, obviously, with that? So that's a great question. Just make sure up front that you know what it's gonna cost you. All right, so our 5th question that I think you should ask any travel agent or agency before you book with them is, can you save me money? Now, this is a testament to whether or not you're gonna be using a good travel agent or not, because I don't wanna call out anyone. I'm not gonna call out names or point fingers, but if you're using a travel agent or agency that is trying to upsell you all the time, or maybe they're charging ridiculous fees that just don't make sense, it's clear that their interest is not in making sure that you have a great vacation. It's more selfish, right? So this is something to be considerate of is, are they trying to save you money where it's reasonable? Maybe you want to have just a once in a lifetime amazing vacation, just go all out. That's awesome, right? And we would love to do that for you as well, but we're also going to be reasonable. We want to make sure that you are taken care of. We want to make sure that you're getting exactly what you want and you're not going to be spending more than what you should on your vacation. So this is something to definitely be considered while working with a travel agent is, can they actually save you money? And are they showing you where they're saving you that money? So if you're using them and they are providing that research with different proposals, it should have different price points to let you know, hey, this one might be a cheaper option. Maybe here's a medium and here's a higher version, right? So all of that's very important to consider when using a travel agent. Are they trying to save you money, or are they just trying to get as much money as they can? All right, so there's the 5 questions that I would say you need to be asking your travel agent before you book with them. Don't be afraid to ask these questions. They should be upfront with you on all of this and let you know exactly how they're gonna provide their services and what they can offer for you, as well as what it's gonna cost. So if you are looking to book a vacation, we would love to help you here at Third Wish Travel. We specialize in a lot of different things with Disney, Universal, different all-inclusives, different cruise lines. So we would love to provide our services to help you have just the best vacation. And we can do a free consultation for you as well. I will link my email down below, so that way you can access that and get a hold of me. Or if you would like to go to our website, you can schedule a free consultation. That way we can just kind of get to know each other and talk about what you would like to do. And then if you do decide to book with us, we would love to help plan your vacation for you. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below. I would love to reach out and talk with you. But remember to like this video and also subscribe to Third Wish Travel if you haven't already. We would love to help this channel grow so we can help more people. Awesome, you guys are great. I hope that y'all have a magical day. Best wishes.